The ABC of Canada. Look at those bears. They're sitting in a canoe paddling. I see some special Canada evergreen trees and beautiful mountains. I wonder if they are in the Rocky Mountains or maybe they are at Eagle Lake. A. A is for Arctic. In the icy cold north, there is a polar bear, and that's called an Inukshuk. It's made out of rocks piled up in a shape. We could do that sometime at the beach. B. B is for beaver. Busy building a dam. Beavers like to chew down trees, and then they swim across the pond with branches in their mouth to help them build a dam. C. C is for Calgary. Calgary Stampede. Days of rodeo fun. Yee-haw! That guy is riding a chuck wagon. D. D is for dog sled. It's gliding across the snow. Do you know what those special dogs are called? They're called huskies. And they don't mind when it gets really cold and snowy. In fact, they like it. E. E is for eagle, soaring in the sky. Eagles are huge birds and they're so beautiful. We have eagles in Australia, but they don't look the same. F is for flag, waving in a parade. Can you see the moose carrying the Canada flag? It's got a maple leaf on it. What does the flag of Australia look like? G. G is for Canada geese, flying south for the winter. Look how clever the geese are. They fly in a shape like that, which looks like the shape of a V. And when it starts to get wintry and icy, they have to fly south so they can find food. H. H is for hockey. He shoots, he scores. Look at, there's a moose and a bear. They're both wearing helmets. H is for helmet. They're playing hockey and shooting the puck. I. I is for ice fishing on a frozen lake. When people go ice fishing, they have a special tool that they use to cut a hole in the ice like this. And this man has a thermos of hot chocolate or maybe tea to keep him a little bit warm. It's very cold when you go ice fishing. J. J is for Jasper National Park in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Jasper is one of Granddad and Nana's favorite places to go and visit. We like to hike in the mountains. K. K is for kayak, skimming across the bay. The birds getting a ride on the kayak. L. L is for lobster, snapping its claws. These things that look like dog or cat kennels are actually lobster traps. The fishermen put them down into the water with bait inside, something yummy that lobsters would like to eat, and the lobsters climb inside and then they can't get out. When the fisherman brings the lobster trap or the crab trap or the shrimp trap up to the top of the water, there are lobsters or crabs or fish, not fish, shrimp inside, and then we get to cook them and eat them. M is for maple syrup. Pour it over pancakes. Yum. Maple syrup comes from maple trees. See the maple tree? That's got the leaf that's on the flag. And the special sap that comes out of the inside of the maple tree makes maple syrup that you can pour on your pancakes. Do you love to eat that? N is for Niagara Falls. hear the water roar. Granddad has been to the Niagara Falls. He rode on that boat. You'll have to ask him about that story sometime. O. O is for Ottawa, the capital city of Canada. This is called House of Parliament, where the government lives and works. There's the Canada flag. And the beaver and the moose are going for a little skate. It must be winter time. Can you see the snow? And the pond is frozen so they can go skating. P. P is for Peggy's Cove. It's lighthouse guides fishing boats home. Have you visited a lighthouse before? Granddad has been to this lighthouse at Peggy's Cove. We like to visit the lighthouse in Port Macquarie. Q. Q is for Quebec City. You can take a carriage ride. In Quebec, people speak French. R is for Royal Canadian Mounted Police. This is a Mountie riding his horse. A Mountie is a special type of policeman. S is for salmon, swimming upstream. Who loves to eat salmon? I do. T is for Toronto. This is Canada's largest city. There are lots of things to do in Toronto. U is for underground, where miners dig deep for coal. Look, he's got a light on his helmet because it's very dark underground. I wonder what else miners can dig for. Diamonds, gold. V is for Vancouver, city by the ocean. It rains a lot in Vancouver. That's why that person's carrying an umbrella. They're afraid it's going to rain today. Granddad and I have been to Vancouver many, many, many times. It's a great place to visit. Ask your mom or dad if they've been to Vancouver. W. W is for wheat, growing in prairie fields. Wheat is what we use to make bread, donuts, cake. Wheat grows like this, and when it's ripe, it's pulled off the stalk. Well, actually, it's put on a train and sent to the grain elevator, and then they clean the wheat and they grind it into flour so we can bake bread. X. X is cross. Cross-country skiing through the snowy woods. Cross-country skiing is a lot of fun and it's great exercise, but you can only do it when there's snow. Y is for Yukon, where the northern lights glow. Northern lights are so pretty. They're like dancing, sparkling rainbows going across the sky. Z. Z is for Zamboni, cleaning the ice. When you go to see a hockey game, the Zamboni is the special truck that cleans the ice between hockey periods to make it nice and fresh. That is the story of the ABCs of Canada.